See, we have been meeting you at various international or national exhibition and displays. And my proud moment has been to connect with you whenever I have seen the logo of my alma mater, International Airport Authority logo when I see, and I always been attracted towards the stall where you were representing. So for that point of view, NXC has always been in my mind, and we have been seeing you growing with time over a period of time. And as I had interacted you at the exhibition stands at multiple locations, you have been telling that you have grown, evolved over a period of time under the umbrella of Airport Authority as a startup. And that gives me a proud moment. Yes, we should know the journey, where you have reached from there to here. So a brief introduction about yourself, name, about your company, etc. And then we will dwell upon the two products of yours which are pride and proud of India. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. It's actually an honor to be able to speak to you at this forum. And first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Srinath, although I have a nickname, Nate. So a lot of people call me Nate Srinath. I'm the director of NXC Systems Private Limited. And NXC is actually was a startup in 2019 when it was selected by Airports Authority of India for automation of airport operations. Out of 900 startups, we were one of the 4 who were selected by Airports Authority of India to develop cutting-edge technology for the airports indigenously. So under the guidance of Airports Authority of India, we developed our first product, which is called Smart Dock AI Smart VDGS. So it sounds very complicated, but in simple terms, it's actually an aircraft visual docking guidance system which helps the aircraft to park safely at the parking stand. And apart from safely parking the aircraft at the parking stand, it also helps with the billing. It also helps with the billing of airlines by the airports, because it captures the timing of arrival of the aircraft's departure very accurately, which is, we call it chocks on time and the chocks off time. So it captures that accurately so that the airports can bill airlines very precisely. There's no loss of revenue for the airports. Apart from this, we also use AI extensively in the product to do other events, to capture other events such as PBB, the aerobridge, how long it took for it to attach, detach, what was the utilization of the parking stand. So a lot of information which can help with improving the efficiency of airport operation and improving the turnaround time of the aircraft. We can help with that also through our system. This system is currently deployed across 10 airports of India currently, and we'll be getting orders from other airports as well. But most notably, this system has been in live operation at 47 parking stands of Kolkata International Airport. It's been more than a year, and at Chennai International Airport at 31 parking stands. So it is a flagship product for us, which for NXC, which has been developed in collaboration with the guidance and support of Airports Authority of India, and it has really it is getting a lot of visibility in India and outside India, and we're getting requests from other airports of the world, both from the east and the west, in terms of their interest to evaluate this product for potential deployment at their airports. So this year we expect NXC's Smart Dock AI to be deployed at international airports starting this year. And our second product, again,
I will come to the second product.
Right.
First, I want to cherish the success of the first product. I have seen you from day one struggling and then meeting with the challenges. Grappling is part of any new development. How have been your story, which should be a learning from the other upcoming budding startups? So something on that will be required. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Baba sir. I would say you rightly said the suffering has been there. No success or no journey comes without its obstacles, lot of hurdles in the journey. So for young entrepreneurs, my first advice would be never give up. I think that would be my first advice, because a lot of times, whatever business we are in, whatever direction we choose, which is our passion, when we set to go do that, we find a lot of obstacles in the form of cash flow issues for your company, not being able to make ends meet, also all the compliances for all the various government compliances to be met with a small team. Apart from that, also the manpower which you need to build something great and build something big. So you may need a big team and you're not able to put together a big team. So a lot of your staff who are there with you are overworked, and you are always trying to figure out how to grow the team to be able to accommodate such a big project or a project of a great magnitude which meets your vision. So all of this are hurdles which we have faced at Inexi, and we have got the strength to maintain our balance, maintain our focus with a never give up attitude. And it is that never give up attitude and not react to problems but to respond to problems.
All right.
I think that is something which has really helped.
It's a good message for the budding startups. But another challenge which I have seen, that Inexi is not local. Inexi is global, because aviation had never been local, aviation is global. Anybody who's dealing with the international products, and in aviation, when you're dealing with any product, it has to be precise, it has to be accurate, it has to be safe, and it has to be very authenticated and accepted by the big giants outside. How do you find that success story for the fresh entrepreneur?
Very, very good question, Baba sir. So basically, it has been a journey in terms of personal, the team experience, the knowledge we have gained over the years, making a lot of mistakes. It's not that we built a product and it just worked right away. It is a journey we have taken over the last 10 plus years. We have built more than 50 products at Inexi for various industries, learned so many things, and this Smart VDGS is actually a culmination of all those technologies which we have learned over the years. So we were faced with technological hurdles, issues in terms of the kind of quality requirements. I think I would say the first thing is the quality requirements which international standards require, the international deployments require. So if you, especially for airport deployments, the quality of your product has to be pristine. So for that we went through many iterations of design reviews, discussing with counterparts, analyzing our own the failures in the field. It's not that we never had failures. So we did have failures in the early stages of the product, and then we analyzed the issues which we had seen, rectified them, and also we had a very robust error detection and correction methodology in our design, which many entrepreneurs overlook. So it is not just the functionality when you build a product and you lose sight of the reliability and the error management. That is something you need to focus on from day one. So that's what we did. All that experience which we had, we put into this product development, and we focus exclusively on error detection, error management, if anything catastrophic happens, how will the system respond? So all of these were considered, implemented, tested and deployed, and that is the reason for the success of this product at the international level.
Good, right. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to find the NXC is an virtually an award-winning electronics design which you have gained over a period of time. And whatever it may be in aviation, we always try to add more products into our kitty. As you were mentioning that ILCMS you are in the process of developing or already been developed, you throw light. But the product which you mentioned, Smart Dock, I find that already had been at 10 plus Indian airports. What is this success story about having at multiple airports? You find that it is all the same at all the airports. And once if we have to go the same product at some foreign land, the same product will go as it is. What the people who are outside, they're looking for it.
Okay, very very good question. So basically, every airport's requirement is different in terms of the physical location, height of installation, what are the connectivity requirements, maybe software customization requirement. So we ensured that of all the 10 airports, we met the requirements of each individual airport as per its need. So once we did that, all the airports really were very happy to have a product deployed in the airports because of the kind of customization and product support we provided. So when we talk about the international market, most of the requirements are very similar to major airports of India. However, there have been some requirements in terms of how would we integrate with existing systems, integrating newer functionalities in the VDGS. So we have been working with international airports and expressing to them that NXC software is highly customizable, and we will be able to integrate whatever requirement the airport would be having at the international level and meet all their quality requirements. So that's how we've been able to break ground into the international area.
My interest was to let people know once we are dealing with the international market, are they challenging or it is as smooth as we are sailing here? And if there are some challenges, what are those different challenges and what kind of support you need from the Indian partners, Indian government, because this is make in India product, and it is the duty of all the stakeholders that we help you in take off on the foreign lands. So what are those?
Very very good question. One of the biggest challenges of taking your product outside of India is the understanding and finding a right partner. First step is finding a right partner in terms of system integration, because what happens is we as a manufacturer, we manufacture it in India, we export it out to foreign land, but there's a lot of certificates, clearances, security clearances. Just like in India, we have BCAS security clearance for Indian organizations to enter the airport. Similarly, every country has its own security regulations. So we cannot possibly be able to go and enter their airports easily and do all the installations. So we have to work with a local agency who understand the procedures, who have the government clearances locally at that particular country. So the first step is to identify that local partner, and that is always a challenge, and that is where maybe our country at the government level can establish relationships with the counterparts wherever our product might be seen as a value to those countries. Maybe all the friendly countries of India can collaborate with our government and establish a method by which our government works with the international government and identifies potential partners who will be able to collaborate with us as a system integrator, who can get trained by us so that the product can easily be sent to them when based on the requirement of the airport. And then if customizations are required, that we can do from India. So that is not an issue for doing any software customization or any hardware customization. And then we train the system integrator to go and deploy, install it, do all the civil works, networking, and then eventually we would need support in terms of passes for our staff, who may have to eventually go and do the final approval of the installation after it's all calibrated. If all the aircraft types are calibrated, our staff have to go in and make entry into the international airport. So maybe for that the government can provide us additional some kind of document to allow our staff who may be requesting access into an international airport. Maybe there'll be a lot of documentary requirements which our government can help fulfill. So that is one big thing. And the second thing is making the whole process of export easier. And I think government has already made a lot of programs and policies in place for export and making it easy for electronics manufacturers in India to be able to easily export. I would say that that is something we will also rely upon, and in case there's any further support we would be requiring, we'll certainly ensure the message reaches out to the government.
That's good. That's a matter of pride for India and for an Indian company who is having an international presence. As we know that whenever we have a product made in India, and our embassy over there, our infrastructure of the Ministry of External Affairs are there and everywhere. You feel that there is some kind of help needed at that level, that they should know about your product, they should have a pamphlet of your product in their embassy, etc., and they should promote wherever you
Absolutely. In fact, that is one big help, is to push our products into the international markets, because we have embassies all over the world, and believe it or not, the product we have developed here in India indigenously can find a place in every airport of the world. Every country's airport, our product can find a place there. So which means that if the External Affairs Ministry understands the product and carries the brochures and maybe product videos, so if there's any commercial discussions happening with any country where the particular mission is stationed, they can actually market or at least educate the local government about our indigenous product, and definitely it will be of a great help for India as well as a company like ours, who have been completely develop indigenous products based on government support.
I am very happy to find the lion roaring on the Make in India pattern when I see your brochure, your pamphlets. It's very good. I have tried to understand your success story, your position in the local market and global market. Anything which I left and you would like to cover about this product, and then I will come to second product.
Okay. In terms of Smart Dock AI, currently we are working with. If we go to the international markets, certification becomes very critical. Right. Product has to be certified. So in India we have DGCA certification and DGCA level approval, and they have a treaty. India has a treaty with Europe where EASA certification, I think 1/3 of the EASA certification process is already covered once we get the DGCA approval. But I wish we had much more stronger tie-ups at the international level, because FAA certification is something which is mandatory if this product has to be deployed in Americas. But I don't believe that it's a long journey, I've heard. So the FAA certification is almost maybe a 4 or 5 year affair, which is a long term. So I think that is what I would say is certification support and establishing the quality of the product at the international level, and support for that would actually be very helpful for us.
I myself, being from the aviation, and myself having been associated with the Airport Authority and with the ACI and with ICAO, etc. also, as I have known that if you want to be successful in selling or making available your products to the international fraternity of aviators, you will have to go through ACI.
Correct.
Are you connected with ACI at the appropriate level? Is the ACI geared up about this product? Yes, India is making it and we should help. If yes, what is that? And I hope that ACI will also be listening and doing it. How can they help India in that? Over to you, sir.
Yeah, ACI for us has been a blessing. In fact, ACI is probably the first international body with whom we have associated with. And we were very happy to present an exhibit at the ACI Airports Innovate conference in South Korea, in Busan in 2025, and in Bangkok in 2026. So yeah, ACI has been a very helpful in terms of giving us the visibility, connecting us with the airports of the world. So most importantly, now in November 2026, we will be participating at the Airports Innovate conference in Barcelona, where we'll have a stall. And also for the first time, ACI has invited me to address European airports and present the indigenous technologies INEXI has developed from an AI and deep tech perspective. So the topic itself is using AI for airport technology, and I will be speaking on that topic. And ACI has invited me to speak at Barcelona and address all the airports who will be present there.
Great, a great message. And I am very happy that I am able to reach to that announcement which you are making. And why and how I was able to do that, I found a play card on your desk, World Business Partner from the ACI. So that clearly shows that you are fully geared up. So now a step forward. You have not rested with just launch one product successfully. You could have concentrated in mastering that and being very satisfied and live with that. But not. You have entered into second product, ILCMS. What is that? And what compelled you to expand?
Okay, so basically there was a problem statement from Airports Authority of India. Again, this is in collaboration with Airports Authority of India, that they needed a solution for category 2 and category 3 airports for management of individual lights, airfield lights. So it's not that the technologies do not exist. Like, there are a lot of vendors out there who are already supplying ILCMS technology to not only Indian airports but all the airports of the world. But the problem what Airport Authority of India was facing was a system which could be built on top of existing airport infrastructure. All the solutions out there in the market today needed the airport to completely replace infrastructure and build it from scratch, like the cables, the CCR, the isolation transformer, the lamp fittings. So this was not feasible. So they wanted somebody to build a solution which can be built in parallel and implemented in parallel, and one fine day when it was all tested, just flip a switch and automatically all operations switch over to the new system. So that's where INEXI was selected because of its prior success. The chairman, we got an award from the chairman. They did a complete review of startups who could collaborate with AI, and they selected 2 startups, and INEXI was one of the startup. And we are the only one which completed the second product successfully, which is the ILCMS, which was both using wired and wireless technology, and we demonstrated it. And now we are in the process of deploying the particular product, the ILCMS product, at Amritsar Airport. The full commercial deployment is in progress, and we expect it to be completed by late winter this year. And after that, Amritsar Airport should be running on Cat 3 ILCMS from our INEXI, and it's been developed in collaboration with AI.
All right, great message and great learning. One question comes to your mind, that aviation is a very sensitive subject. Whenever we talk of aviation and doing any playing with the technology behind the active aviation, we have a sense of fear about being safe, about being very reliable. While you were working on this product at an indigenous level, what was the technological challenges in this view?
I would say aviation demands extremely high levels of safety and reliability. Okay, it goes without saying. So when we were developing the first product, okay, obviously we have tested it enough in the lab, but testing the aircraft docking system first time on a live aircraft is always a challenge. So we were a little bit because that was our first product. We knew that what we have developed is a quality product, but still, when you're going to test it on the air side for the first time, you always want to ensure the product, ensure everything around you. So we were trying to see how to get some insurance just in case something goes wrong, and we found out that we had just the money to insure our own product, but an aircraft, obviously an A350 which we were trying to dock, it costs around $350 million, and buying an insurance policy for such a large aircraft is really out of our budget. So we asked AI how we would go ahead with the testing. Then they gave us the confidence that you are a startup, you make sure that your system is fully tested and you are good to go and have all the testing reports in place, and then we will check all those reports and then leave the rest to us. So this is the confidence which Airports Authority of India gave us, is to give us the confidence that once the system is fully tested at our end, then at the air side they would stand with us and guide us, and that's exactly what happened. And we were able to test our system on the air side for the first time. It docked a large aircraft successfully without any issue. Similarly, when we're looking at our second product, again, safety and reliability is of massive concern, because our system will be controlling the airfield lights of an airfield, an active airfield. So what we do is, first we do the implementation in multiple levels. For lab, then we pick relatively less safe areas of the airfield where not much traffic is there, test there. Then we'll go for less critical zones of the airfield, like a taxiway, automate that, demonstrate that. Then we will go for the runway, the center area of the runway, before going to the touchdown zone, which happens to be the most critical part. So by staging our implementation, demonstrating that our system works as expected, meets all the safety and reliability requirements, we've been able to successfully overcome the safety barrier requirements of various airports. But now, since we have already demonstrated that kind of success in two products, now we have been getting requirements from a lot of airports where some technology or the other is required to be developed indigenously. They've been approaching Inexi, and now we are in the process of building one more new technology which we are not disclosing at this time, but that particular technology is going to solve a major problem of various airfield operations.
Good, right? I must compliment you. NXC is not resting with one or two products, having the dream for more and more products. And that is the pride of India, that is the pride of Make in India. And I am sure that the government and the industry shall come forward, and particularly the Airport Authority of India, who is the brainchild of this innovative startups. They shall have a bondedness showcasing these products at the every possibility they get. And why I am saying that, because I have visited some stands of Airport Authority of India where some products were displayed, but NXC products were missing. Probably NXC was showing at that time somewhere else. But we should do a scheduling in such a way that whenever Airport Authority displays are there and your products are at display there, and then any wish list you have, you can come forward before we wind up this total session.
Yeah, so basically, rightly said, sir. In fact, AI has been a great guide and a source to build these products, and also can act as a big catalyst for taking these products globally and showcase to the world that India has the capability to build cutting edge aviation products which are not only deployed in airports of India but also outside at the international level, competing with all the major giants. And of course, AI can really help us scale this technology and help us build more products in the aviation space, so that we can make our nation proud.
All right. Thank you very much. This will certainly go a long way in building a deeper association at the digital level and so on.